Hello, thank you for coming in today. My name is Rents. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Andrea.
Nice to meet you. So, how was your day today so far?
It was good. I have a lot on my mind, so it's just been kind of just a lot.
Okay. Has the week been pretty decent so far, aside from those kind of things?
Yeah, it's been good, I guess, I suppose. Just, again, a lot.
That's nice. Well, tell me a little about yourself.
So, I don't know, I really like to draw and like write, so I guess I'm kind of a creative person.
Oh, okay. So, like an artist of like some sort, yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
What
Yeah,
are some of
just,
the
like, on
things
free
you
time.
like to draw? Oh.
Animals. I don't know, like I just really feel like they're just really cute, so
Oh,
I'd rather
okay.
draw them than people.
Okay. Oh, well, that's understandable. Yeah. I will be here today to talk you through some of the things you're going through, and I'll sort of explain to you how I work a little bit. This will be a approximately 10-minute or so session. We'll be having a back and forth conversation, and then I'll sort of at the end summarize.
Okay,
A little
perfect.
bit. And I'll do have to tell you about our confidentiality, the limits of confidentiality. Anything that is said between the two of us will stay here, but I do have to tell you about the exceptions, which is if there's any harm that can come to anybody, I will have to report it. Any harm that may come to an elder, a child, or someone with a disability, that will also count as an exception. Do you have any other questions about?
No, I think that covers
okay.
it pretty well.
That's good. So tell me why you came in today. What brought you here?
Okay, so basically I'm coming in today because my dad is forcing me to come in. He says that I'm being irrational and unreasonable, and basically, like, he's all wrong because there's this guy that I just, like, love with all of my heart, and we've been together for a good amount of time now, about a month, and, like, it just felt like, it just feels like so much longer than a month, and I just, like, I've been with so many people, I know that this is the one for me, right?
Okay.
And so, he proposed, and like we're gonna get married, but my dad won't give us his blessing, and he's saying that like I can't marry him, and he's trying to tell me what to do, but I'm an adult, I'm 20, and I can do, like if I want to marry him, I believe I can. I don't know what to do, because at the same time I kind of want his approval, but like if he's not going to give it to me, I'm not gonna let him stand in our way either.
Okay. Well, so what I'm hearing is that you really like this guy in your life, and you want to be with him, but you're afraid and also maybe a little angry that your dad won't allow you to be with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about your father. What is he like?
He's always been a little bit controlling, to be completely honest. When I was little, like, he just, like, never really let me do whatever I wanted to do, and I felt like a lot of the time that was pretty unreasonable. But I do love my dad, and kind of like what I expressed earlier, I'd want him to, like, approve of me marrying Jeremy, but he just doesn't, and just, I don't know. I'm just really irritated right now because I want him to just like give us his blessing already, but he won't because he's being just stubborn.
Oh, okay. Tell me about your family life also. Do you have like your mother figure in your life as well?
So my mom actually died when I was when I was really young. So I don't really remember her. So it's just been me, my dad, and my sister mainly.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's just been all the three of us, and I love my dad, but, I mean, he probably just didn't really understand how to raise, like, two girls, probably a little bit, so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I can understand how it feels like to lose a family member like that. I noticed you mentioned the word stubborn in regards to your father, and what makes you say that he is stubborn?
Because he just doesn't seem to see my point of view, and he always just thinks he's right no matter what I say, even if it makes sense. Like, I'll talk to my sister and we'll be like, yeah, that totally makes sense, and then he'll just like be stubborn and not like see my point of view or even like really listen. Like sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to him and he doesn't even listen. Like it's just like it goes in one ear and out the other,
Oh, okay.
And so
Well, now tell me about the man that you're with currently. Jeremy, you say? What is he
Jeremy. He is just like the most amazing guy that I've ever met. He's tall and he's handsome, and he's just like, he's so caring, and so loving, and I've never felt like more special in my whole life. And I've like had like a few relationships, and he's just like definitely like the best out of all of them. And I just know that he's the one, because he really takes care of me like no one else has taken care of me before. And I think he just really understands me.
Okay. Well, what are the things that really initially drew you together, to the two of you?
I was at a friend's party, and I don't know, we just kind of like saw each other and just started talking, and he's just really funny. I don't know, he's just really funny, and he's just like kind of like that outgoing guy that like lights up the whole room, like everyone just is like super attracted to him. And I was like, I just knew, I was like, wow, this guy's so cool, and I wanted to get to know him better. And when we did, I was like, wow, this guy's just great. Like I can't imagine a better guy than like being with a better guy.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're very happy with him.
Yeah, I am.
And you know, it sounds like you're a very independent woman, and you love to feel very happy, you know, and well, from what I'm hearing, the stubbornness of your father makes you feel a little bit restricted.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Okay. Well, can I ask you sort of a strange question?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say you get home tonight and you go to sleep, and it's one of the best rests you've had in a long time. And when you wake up, all the problems that you came in today to talk to me about have disappeared. So what are some of the first things that you noticed when you woke up that would tell you that those signs were no longer, that this problem is no longer present?
I would have to say that probably the first thing I would notice is my dad would approve.
Oh, okay.
Like just like, or maybe not in the sense like he'd automatically approve, but like I'd wake up and I'd be at peace about everything. And like my wedding would like, I'd be like getting married soon. My dad would have given us his blessing, and he just fully approved Jeremy, and he tried to like get to know him better instead of just like assuming that he's this bad guy because we haven't known each other for that long and are getting married already. Yeah, I guess he would just like try to hear me out, maybe like understand me, like not just shut me down the moment he thinks something is bad. You know?
What does the approval of your dad towards Jeremy look like? What would it look like?
Maybe just like apologizing. Like, is that so crazy to ask just for an apology? Like just saying like, maybe I'm calling up and just be like, hey, like, you know, I just want to let you know that, even if he didn't fully agree, just being like, look, like, I just want to let you know that I understood and I hear what you say, and even though I don't fully agree with you, like, I just want to let you know that I'm here for you, and I'm here for you and Jeremy. Like, just like that, something like that. He doesn't even have to approve, you know what I mean? He could just, like, give us his blessing.
Oh, okay.
I guess, like, so an apology, maybe? I don't know.
Okay. What would the interactions between Jeremy and your father look like in this situation?
I want them to be friends. I mean, I really, like, as much as like my family was broken growing up, in a sense that like my mom wasn't there, like I really have always like really cherished like family and like wanting to have that community. And so I've always dreamed of having my father and my husband like being just like really close. And so I wish my dad would at least try. Like it just doesn't even feel like he's trying. Like he assumes that Jeremy's just this like really horrible guy. You know what I mean?
So you'd say that you'd want your father and your Jeremy to be friends, correct?
Yeah.
So would you say that your father and Jeremy aren't friends currently?
No, in fact, they're probably the opposite. Jeremy doesn't probably like him too much right now either, just because he feels like my dad's controlling me and constricting me, not letting me do what I like should be able to do because I'm my own person, and my dad thinks that Jeremy is a child still and can't take care of himself or me. And so they're like, I just feel like I'm in between these two people fighting, and I don't like it, and I just want them to be friends.
What are the interactions between Jeremy towards your father? How does he act towards them?
I'd have to say that, I don't know, I guess not, I mean, maybe not the most friendly. I mean, honestly, maybe he is a little bit rude. Maybe he could be a little bit nicer, but it's just like, my dad kind of deserves it. He kind of had it coming to him. just because like he's been so mean to Jeremy, is he just supposed to treat him like nothing ever happened? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Okay.
like what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I can see how that can really, affect the relationship between all three of you. Well, our time is coming to a close. So to sort of summarize what we've gone through so far in this session, you seem to be very deeply in love with Jeremy, and you also feel a little bit of conflict coming from your father in regards to the two of you.
Yeah.
And as we went over the sort of miracle situation where these problems would be gone, your perfect ideal situation seems to be a reality where you, Jeremy, and your father would be able to be happily together and united.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good place to start off. But unfortunately, our time has run out for the moment. But I will be excited to speak to you again whenever you decide to come back. So, what's the time that you think that you'd be able to come back?
Honestly, this was perfect. This time, this day, it was perfect. So
Sounds
let's
good?
do that again.
Okay. So I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for coming.
perfect. Thank you.